Hi guys, today I'm going to show you this NutriChopper. It's one of those as seen on TV products. I wanted to try it out and see if it actually works. To try out the NutriChopper, I'll use tomatoes, cucumbers, mushrooms, lemon, onion, apple, red pepper, and some cheese. The NutriChopper comes with this instruction manual. This is the main part that all the blades go into. There's a lock and unlock button. Push it forward and it opens and you can insert a blade. There are 3 blade inserts, one for wedges. There are 2 slicing blade inserts. This is the top piece and this is the bottom piece. You can get thick and thin slices using these blades. This is a holding insert, the bottom piece. You get a container and a lid. When you use this, you can put it right over the container so everything will drop into the small container, or you can just use your own bowl. When you first get the unit, wash all the parts in warm soapy water and dry. For cleaning, all of the parts are top rack dishwasher safe. First, I'll try cucumbers and do thick slices. Remember that whatever you're slicing has to be cut to fit inside. So you do have to prep your produce before you use this unit. First, get the holding insert and put that down. Then get the slicing blade. Put the blade in so the handles go on the side here. And just push it down. I'm going to put my cucumber in. You can see it just fits. And remember to use 2 hands. Put your thumb here and then put the other hand here. Oh, that actually worked. And you can see they're perfect. Perfect thick slices. Make sure whatever produce you're using is firm. It's not going to work as well if you use soft, squishy produce. I'll try thick slices of mushrooms. That also worked fine. Of course, if the cucumbers can make it, the mushrooms are much softer, they'll make it. I'll try red onion. This was from a giant onion and I had to cut the sides. Otherwise it wouldn't fit in here. Get even thick slices. Now I'll try thin slices. Put the bottom blade in. And the blades have to run vertically. And the top slicing blade. It'll look like this. I'll try the cucumber. Except for the one at the end, they're all thinly sliced. You can see the difference between the thick slice and the thin slice. I'll do thin slice of mushroom. That also worked fine. This is the difference between the thick and the thin slice. Now I'll try a whole tomato. Okay, that didn't do anything. It's just splattered juice all over me. Alright, so the tomato was pretty much a disaster, as you can see. Okay, so the tomato was a failure. I'm going to take the blade out. I'm just going to rinse this and try an apple. To get anything to fit inside is a little bit more work because you have to shave off a piece here, shave off a piece there, and now it fits. This is a medium apple. And I still have to cut a piece off. If you're using very small apples and you don't have to do the extra prep. I'll do thick slices. That worked fine. I'll try thin slices, put the bottom blade in and the top. Ay, ay, ay. You have to use a lot more strength to do the thin slices, but it did do it. The end piece is thick, but everything else is even. I'll try doing a piece of red bell pepper. I've just cut it to fit. For wedges, all you have to use is the wedge blade. I'm going to try a whole small lemon. For citrus, you have to cut the top and bottom off. That actually worked nicely. You see some pieces are big, some pieces are small, but they are all wedges. They're not all even, but it does work. It's always safest to put this down on the counter and then take the blade off. Now I'm going to try dicing. Put the bottom slicing blade in so the blades are horizontal, and then put the top one in. And that's what it looks like. I'm going to try another piece of bell pepper. That looks good. They're all perfect. I'll try the mushroom. Mushroom's easy. Now I'll try an onion. This is a whole small onion. Okay, this is near impossible. Oh my God. Okay, there's no way, doesn't matter how strong you are, you're not going to be able to do the onion. It's stuck in there really good. Just going to take the blade out. Oh. Again, ironic that I have to use a knife to get this out. There you go. Let me just cut this in half and see if that does anything. Even that is hard, but it'll do it. So you can't do a whole onion even if it's small. You do have to cut it in half. Oof. The last thing I'm going to try is cheese. I've got some sharp cheddar that I just took out of the fridge, and I cut it to fit. Oh Lord. So with some effort, you can cut cheese. Oops. Oopsie. So with some effort, you can do cheese. So with some effort, you see the cheese will work, but it's just too much effort to cut cheese, and I'm not going to do it. You got some cheese stuck in there, stuck in here. And this is ice cold. It's very firm and it should be cut easily. But you saw how difficult it was for me to push this, and I had to push really hard to get this out. So this is some of what's left on my cutting board. It's not even all of it. You see I cut all the sides off the apple, which is fine. But then the onion, I had to cut the top and bottom off just to even fit it whole. I was trying to get the hard part off top so that it would go in easier, but even then I didn't. You saw how that went. The citrus, you have to cut the top and bottom off. Even the cucumber, I cut the bottom off because the bottom is a little bit hard. And the pepper, you see all the little scraps of pepper that you have to cut off to make sure it fits. Here are all the little pieces of the apple halves that I had to cut to fit. So is all this prep work and the little scraps of vegetables and fruit worth it for me? Definitely not. I'm perfectly happy using my chef's knife. You don't have to have mastered knife skills. As long as you have some basic knife skills, it's way better than doing all of this and wasting your time and effort cutting up all the stuff before you use the NutriChopper. You see the picture of the onion here? It's pretty funny because it's got the skin on, and of course you can't chop the onion with the skin on. And this looks like a really big onion, and you saw me try a small whole onion. That didn't work. If you cut it in half, it will work with some effort. If you absolutely want to try out this gadget for yourself, I will leave a link right below this video, but I don't recommend it. It did work on slicing the cucumbers, mushrooms, onions, and apple, and the peppers too. The problem is the time that it takes you to actually cut everything to fit this small space. If I'm using a regular food processor, I wouldn't have had to do this much prep work. The worst part is that you have to put in so much physical effort. You really have to put in a lot of strength to squeeze this out. I'm in the kitchen a lot, I use my hands a lot, I lift my heavy cast iron pan, so my hands are pretty strong, but they hurt because this requires so much effort. And why would you want to be in pain over using a little kitchen gadget? It just doesn't make any sense. I do hope this review was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up. If you want to get notifications of when I upload a new video, click on the bell icon and select all. And don't forget to turn on your notifications. Subscribe and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.